Your new favorite place to practice, home. For more full-length classes of all styles for all levels, join me on BananaBlondieYoga.com. Let your yoga practice be fun. All right, bitches, I'm back. Well, at least for now, for this one video. Maybe we'll make more, we'll see how it goes. I did my hair, I put a bra on, still wearing sweatpants, so, you know, this is as good as it's gonna get. I took a little poll on the old Instagram to see what kind of video you guys would like to see, and first place was Q&A. So I'm pulling these questions from my Instagram story. So let's get right to it. Which island are you from? I'm visiting Hawaii right now from Germany. I am from the island of Oahu. I grew up in a little beach town on the east side of the island called Kailua. Is dreidel for sale? I like buy. Oh, I know who this is from. This is from a Hawaii person, and this is meant to be read in a pidgin accent and sound like this. Is dreidel for sale? I like buy. Listen, honey, everything is for sale. Make me an offer and we'll see. What makes you smile the most? I really want to say my animals make me smile the most because I've been having a little bit of a challenging time with my teenage kids right now. But honestly, the truth of the matter is that the time that I smile and laugh the most is when I'm with my kids and we're laughing and joking around. That's the truth. They're really funny. If you guys think I'm funny, you guys would die at them. They're way funnier than me. Know any good egg replacements? Yes, I do. When you're baking, the best egg replacement that I have come across is the flax egg. You do 1 tablespoon of ground flax meal and you soak that with 3 tablespoons of water. I use hot water so it soaks and turns into this gelatinous mess even quicker. So that's my recommendation. You can always use just egg. I want to sign up for Banana Blondie Yoga. I keep trying to find the time. Well, honey, if you've got 15 minutes, then you've got the time. We've got tons of classes on there. And one of the categories in which they are organized is the length of the class. And when you look at the classes, you can see the length of the class in the corner there. So we have classes that range from 13 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes and everything in between. We actually just completed a challenge called the Done in 20 Challenge. So we have a whole bunch of classes on there that are just about 20 minutes or less. So you've got the time. Where did you do your yoga teacher training at? I've done quite a few teacher trainings over the years. I've been teaching yoga now for almost 18 years. And my original teacher training I did at New York Yoga a bazillion years ago in New York City. And since then, I've done teacher trainings in Venice with Shiva Ray. I've done teacher training with Hala Corey on working with at-risk youth populations. I did a teacher training with Authentic Movements a couple years ago. I always continue to take workshops online. Online has been a really great way to continue my education as a yoga teacher. And lately, I've been learning a lot about trauma-informed yoga. So that's been something that's really interesting and hopefully will start to bring into my teachings very soon. Oof. Learned about the death of a former colleague who was way too young. Grieving tips. That's some heavy shit on a Wednesday afternoon as I'm filming this. I do have some experience with grieving. If you guys have been following me a long time, you know that I suddenly lost my best friend. She died of a stroke at the age of 34 years old. So that was, I think, for sure, the biggest grieving that I've ever been through. And all I can say is this about grieving is everyone kind of does it in their own way, but there are general stages to grieving that you have to go through and process. The one piece of advice that I would give is to not resist that process, right? It hurts and it's awful, and you kind of just have to surrender to it and feel those feelings and experience those feelings in order for you to kind of move past the grief and carry on. Another thing that I would highly recommend is to check out the mind change method. This is another thing that I am studying pretty intensely right now. I won't go into detail about it here, but you guys can always check that out. I'll actually leave a link to their website in the description here. Pain in elbows during yoga. Tips? So anytime you experience pain or discomfort in a yoga practice, the general advice is to ease out of the posture until the pain subsides. So if you're experiencing pain in an elbow, one thing that comes to mind is make sure that you are not hyperextending your elbow. There's nothing inherently wrong with hyperextending joints. A lot of people have them and they can work just fine with that, but you might want to try putting a little micro bend into the elbow and see if that helps alleviate the pain. Obviously, I'm just a yoga teacher and I can't even see your practice, so it's really hard for me to to give general advice on such a thing, but if you are experiencing a lot of pain, obviously go see your doctor. Other than that, you just want to try to modify the pose, play around with it in your body until you get to a point where you can kind of be in a posture without it causing pain. Favorite rainy day activity? Doing nothing. I would say just doing nothing. We've had a lot of rain in California this winter, and I recently discovered that during the rain, I like to just sit in my bed and watch TV. I've always felt that people that watch television shows in the daytime are just lazy and it's just a gross activity. But I don't know, something about it being rainy outside feels like it gives me permission to take part in such a lazy activity, if that makes sense. Dating? That's the question. Dating? Not really-ish, maybe a tad, but like I've been pretty single for the last year and a half, I would say, and nothing serious or much to write home about in that department. I'll keep you guys posted if that changes, but I am not feeling like I am in a place in my life where I can really give myself to a relationship. I have a lot of things going on with family. I'm really focused on getting my kids prepared to go out into the world. They are 16 and 18 years old, junior and senior in high school. So we're at the home stretch there, and I really want to put all of my focus on that. I really don't feel like I have the bandwidth for anything else too serious outside of that, but I will say that I'm always open to whatever the universe brings my way. Do you have any good business ideas? This is from Sean. No, Sean, I don't have any good business ideas, but I know you do. So Sean has a channel on here, Sean Daniel Music, and if you watch his channel, you will see that I appear on it from time to time, and we do this ridiculous thing where he pitches business ideas to me, and they are always the absolute fucking worst business ideas you've ever heard of, but he is just completely 100% sold on them. I basically just shoot his ideas down one after another. It's a good time. Do your kids live full time with you? Yes, they do. My kids live 100% of the time with me. How often do you post your meals on your website? So one of the features on BananaBlondieYoga is the daily food journals that I share. Now I don't share every single thing I eat every single day anymore. That just got to be too cumbersome, and it's a lot of repeats. I eat a lot of the same things day after day. Pretty much every day I have a smoothie, and then I have some kind of rice or potatoes and vegetables and, you know, maybe some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or some shit like that. Anyway, it gets pretty repetitive and boring, but if I do incorporate a new meal into my repertoire, then I usually make an effort to share that in there. But it's basically just a place for you to get ideas if you find yourself in a food rut, or if you're new to plant-based eating and you just want some ideas, it's a great place to go to for that. I have months and months of cataloged food journals on there that you can always scroll through and look at anytime you like. Have the yoga girl haters finally left you alone? I loved your video. She deserved the call out. Yes, she did. So yes, they have totally left me alone. It was really just on that one post that I made. I did a little parody of Yoga Girl when she came out as being no longer vegan. Listen, if you don't want to be vegan anymore, that's totally fine. And I don't usually spend time creating such videos about people when they make this announcement that they're no longer vegan. But just there's been a few out there, maybe 2 or 3. There's been 3 out there that I did feel a calling to make fun of. Just because the things that they said were so ridiculous and just lent themselves so well to satirical comedy. So I did make a video about Yoga Girl, and I have no regrets. And the haters do not affect me at all. Not even a little bit, like completely unfazed by you guys. You guys, in a way, I was kind of built for social media, not because I enjoy doing it anymore. Instagram's a fucking nightmare now. The one thing about my personality that lends itself very well to being on social media is the fact that I'm completely unfazed by anyone saying anything negative about me or to me. I really don't get how comments from strangers affect people negatively. Like, it's just, I couldn't have less of an effect on it, because if they tell me something like I'm a bully or something, I know that I'm not a bully. So I just feel like they're being ridiculous, and I don't know. I think maybe it would sting a bit if they were saying something about me that I kind of somewhere deep down in there thought might be true. But at this point in life, I pretty much know myself really well. And I know I'm a really good person. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm okay. I'm not like a fucking asshole or anything. I mean, am I an asshole? No, I think I'm pretty nice. Anyway, whatever. I have a pretty high opinion of myself. So none of these people are going to bring me down. Can't bring me down. Can't bring me down. Sorry if this video was a little bit dull, but I don't know. People should ask me better, more riveting questions. I'm going to sign off with McFluffin because he just got a new haircut yesterday and he's looking pretty sharp. So he wanted to show off his haircut. What do you think he's thinking about? I really don't like this dog. Are you seriously considering getting rid of him? Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with this animal?
I don't like you.